What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year. Hope you guys are doing well today. And to ring in the new year, ESPN released a fun little article. I know there's one game left in the season, but they went ahead and released their article now, picking their selections for the 2025 NFL All-Pro team. And you guys know I care a lot about the NFL All-Pro team, not because it's more important than winning games or having a good team, but because I believe that all pro selections are a big part of how history remembers who the best players were at any given time in any given season. So I want to take a look at this and hopefully, and I'm going to go ahead and say that because Seattle did fairly well here. Hopefully, this ends up reflecting the reality of who actually makes the All Pro team at the end of the year. So, we're going to go through this and we're going to talk it through with each selection. All right, guys, let's take a minute so I can tell you about Sleeper, a one-stop shop for all your sports needs. You can celebrate and chat on sports games in real time with other users. You can get the fastest scores, blazing fast sports news and sports alerts right at your fingertips. And of course, you can use Sleeper to play in fantasy leagues and win real money on picks contests. This is the way sports were meant to be enjoyed together. So download Sleeper today. Use promo code SBN to get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. And you can pair that with another promo they have right now where you can get a $20 entry free with no deposit required. So get both of those things going. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states and growing. So check out Sleeper today. Get to it and go have some fun with sports this year. Okay, so all pro teams, let's take a look here. Starting with, of course, quarterback, no Sam Darnold, not to anybody's real surprise. There was a time where maybe you could have made a case, but not anymore. Running back, no Seahawks here. Kind of expected. Again, I don't think anybody would make that argument, but we do quickly have one Seahawk making not only the All-Pro team here, but the first team. JSN, Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. This is the slam dunk home run, no doubt about it pick. JSN will be first team All-Pro. Remember, there are three receivers, three on the All-Pro team. So even if he's not number one, he's certainly number two, and number two will be more than enough to get him on that squad. So, I mean, he's near the league lead in catches. He's the league leader in receiving yards. He's got double-digit touchdowns, and he's doing it all on a team that barely throws the ball. JSN is the easiest all-pro pick that you can ever have. He does so much for this team, and he's such a huge part of the offense. It's unbelievable. This is a rare instance where a team has a good offense, and the Seahawks do have a good offense this year, where you can make an argument the quarterback is not the MVP of the offense. In fact, I think it probably is the case that the quarterback is not the MVP of the offense. So that's alone worthy of all-pro consideration. And when you put in the fact that he might break the record, he could still break the record. It's unlikely. He could break the all-time receiving yard record for a single season. Yeah, he definitely belongs there. So definitely warranted here. Let's keep going. Tight end, no Seahawks, of course. There's really not much to say there. Offensive tackle, no, you wouldn't expect it. Guard, I know that there was some hype around Gray Zabel being a high-level guard, but for my money, no. I didn't think that he was at that level at all, and I don't think most people do. Center, absolutely not. Even if we had elite center play, neither center that we have has played a significant majority of the snaps because of an injury. So that's it for the offense. Now let's go over to the defense. Edge rusher. We do have good edge rushers, but no Seahawks make the All-Pro team as anticipated. Defensive tackle. So first team is Jeffrey Simmons and Zach Allen. I can get behind that. Second team, Leonard Williams makes it with Kobe Turner of the LA Rams. So no Byron Murphy, but we do get Leonard Big Cat Williams, 7 sacks, like 62 tackles. about as many pressures as he has had last year, by the way. So in terms of getting to the quarterback and disrupting him, he's doing about as much as he did last year. He's not getting the same number of sacks. He doesn't have a 92-yard pick six, obviously, but he has been great. He has been almost as good this year as he was last year, I would say. And let's keep this in mind here. Um, he is part of an elite defense, and he is one of the key pieces of the league's best run defense. Our run defense in terms of EPA is negative 0.204. Second place is Houston at negative 0.124 or something like that. We almost lap the field in run defense, and Leonard Williams is a big reason why. So this selection, I think it makes a ton of sense. I would argue that he should be on the first team. I mean, Jeffrey Simmons, I know he's a good player, but he's on a terrible, terrible team. So to me, I think that has to factor in at some point. But regardless, he is on the team on ESPN. I think you could make an interesting argument for Murphy to make it as well. But hey, that's a tougher debate. And Leonard Williams is awesome. So yeah, definitely getting behind that one. He has been special, and I am loving what we're getting from him. I expected a drop off this year. Maybe there's been a drop off, but it's been very slight, very slight. So definitely behind that one. And then we go to linebacker, and we got Ernest Jones making the first team here, along with former Seattle Seahawk Jordan Brooks, by the way. So Ernest Jones, a guy who kind of got thrown away by the Rams last year, and then he got thrown away by the Titans 6 weeks later, basically. So this guy's been tossed around a little bit, and he didn't really get a lot of attention in the Pro Bowl race. He barely even got on the top 10 list for Pro Bowlers in the fan voting, and then he did not make the team. But I believe that not only should Ernest Jones have made the Pro Bowl, I believe that he should be in consideration for All-Pro. And to me, his biggest obstacle is the fact that he's missed about 2.5 games because of injury. So in terms of what he's actually doing on the football field, I think that he has been as good as anybody. His numbers are good, right? 121 tackles, 5 interceptions, which is a remarkable number for an off-ball linebacker, by the way. But to me, the big value here, the reason why Ernest Jones is really that guy is he is maybe the key piece of the league's best run defense. I just talked about it with Leonard Williams, but Ernest Jones, the things that he does allows Seattle to have the league's best run defense, even though they live in light boxes and nickel. They do not stack the box, but they stop the run better than anybody on an EPA basis, and it's not even close. So to me, the off-ball linebacker that is the key element of that should be on the All-Pro team. I know that he's not doing as much rushing the passer as some people expected. I know he doesn't make a ton of plays in the backfield, but the way Ernest Jones plays allows Seattle to get away with a lot of stuff in their run defense that they otherwise would not be able to do. So to me, this is deserved, and if he actually made it after not really getting attention for the Pro Bowl, that would be a surprise, but I think it would be a very, very welcome one. So I am down with that. And then cornerback, if Devin Witherspoon had played the whole season, I think he would be here, but he didn't. Too many injuries, so he's not here. I think he got very close even with the fact that he missed a bunch of games. Safety, maybe Julian Love would be here if he didn't miss most of the season. Hard to know, but he did, so he's not here. So special teams. Kicker, nothing, which is, I would say, a little bit of a surprise. But maybe this is a surprise the other way. Michael Dixon is ESPN's first team punter. Michael Dixon made first team All-Pro on ESPN for punter. And the reason why, because the thing to understand is Michael Dixon's numbers this year in terms of like yards per punt, net yards per punt, percentage inside the 20, they're good, but they're not extraordinary. But if you go by the punt analytics EPA-based model that ESPN is using here to put this together, let's just jump on over here real quick. The punt Linkdix. I don't know exactly how you're supposed to pronounce that, but these guys do a lot of work with punters. They think that Michael Dixon has been far and away the most valuable punter in the league on a per punt basis. You can see that they think he's providing a big advantage compared to pretty much every other punter in the NFL. So the reasons why, despite his kind of pedestrian raw numbers, only 35.3% of his punts have been returnable this season, which is elite, top three, and only 13.7% of his punts have gone to the middle of the field, which is number one, the lowest rate in the league for regular punters. So therefore, they think that if you do some deep diving into Michael Dixon, he goes from being a good punter to the best punter in the league. And the only argument they make against him is that he doesn't punt that much. He's punted 3.2 times per game this season, which is what, like 50, 51 punts total, I think, which is not a lot. However, his value per punt is so good, they actually gave him first team. So that's an interesting perspective. I doubt he actually makes the first team, much less or the team at all, because his raw numbers are just kind of okay. But this is an interesting argument, and we'll see if it ends up carrying weight when we actually get to the actual team selection. Returner, no. So that's it. So that's 4 guys. Now, I would say, where's Jason Myers, who leads the league in points and field goals made by a pretty good margin, and he's made all his extra points. I'd ask a little bit about Byron Murphy, but I understand maybe they don't want to put 2 Seattle interior defensive linemen here. But it's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty credible. Strikes me as reasonable. And it's a lot of respect for a team that got no respect last year. Remember, Seattle had 0 players make all-pro first team or second team last year, and they won 10 games. So this would be a big step. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'll see you guys later. More videos coming soon. Go Hawks. Injury report will come out later, hopefully. And I will see you guys when the time comes. Go Hawks.